We're trying to wear a few different hats over here. It is summertime. Anyway, take a look at disclosure. Let's get to it. My name is Scott Redler. I'm the Chief Strategic Officer at T3Live.com. Welcome to today's morning call. Hopefully everyone's feeling well. By this point, everyone knows that we've had a big just a big move in the S&P and tech and so many names, and everyone's trying to figure out, when does the music end? Nobody really wants to get caught, but anybody rolling up shorts hasn't been doing great. It's been really look for setups, look for rotation, use your tier system, work in your process, net money. As far as today's concerned, tech is a little weaker than the SPYs. You can look right here and see that you have the Qs are down 260. The SPYs are only down 80 cents. You had kind of not bad reports, but just Tesla had a huge move. Netflix had a huge move. IBM and TSM, they were deemed a little weaker, so there's some pressure on tech. And you still have a bunch of this rebalance to do. And you had some of these big push-through moves on AI, and then they didn't hold. So we're going to try and figure out what that means and what that leads to. At this point, let's do the SPYs first. SPYs put a high in at 456.43, and this is 454.11. Look where the 8 days all the way over here. So we usually pull back to the 8 day in strong markets, let alone be extended from them. So be a little careful today. Again, the SPYs right now are trading near that 454. If it trades below it, it definitely could be dragged lower, and you don't want to be too excessively long. I'm short SPY premium, so that helps. Yesterday I lost a little extra because of I was short SPY premium also. This time today it'll help me, but we'll see how it goes. I did get stopped out of a bunch of positions yesterday. Greta did show my positions. This is my position, so you could see I'm short some 457s, and I still have a bunch of options on, but I don't really have that many names on. I got stopped on. I was at Fox Business yesterday, so I kind of got stopped out a bit from the road. I'm also short some Qs. As far as the Qs premium, I shorted them when I started midday, which is a good short, and I shorted the Qs. So that's helped. I switched. Anytime you see, like everyone's like, Red Dog, anytime I see you short the SPYs and the Qs, feels like you're a little concerned about this area. We're extended or we might go lower. So, hopefully that helps you coming into today so you have a little less risk on. As far as the Qs right now, it'll be interesting to see what kind of move it has today. Still very, very elevated. And again, not even near the 8 day. The 8 day is 379-ish. So we'll see, do the Qs stay below 384.30? Or does that get reclaimed, which would be super impressive? Or does it stay below and it sees a move towards 379, or maybe even to fill this gap here? There are two open gaps in the Qs. You have this 375 area, and then you have this 370 area. So I would think we at least get to here. If we don't, my goodness, will the bears friggin' be knocking their head against the wall? IWM's really, really good. Little extended also, coming into the the channel resistance that we went over a bunch of times, this 199-ish area. I said 196 to 199 should be a target zone as it cleared 189. A bit of a doji here. The IWM is up a little bit this morning, 12 cents. We'll see if money stays here. Just be a little careful. Gets a little crazy at times, the IWM also. If you look at the weekly chart, we talked about this 196 to 199 like earlier in the week or last week even, saying, hey, that's where it can get to, and cleared 189, and it's right in there. So if you got smaller, I think that's prudent. As far as other sectors, to see if money could rotate there, the money has already rotated to the XLF. It's been trending higher literally after holding this 33 area. It's been above the 8 day for almost 2 weeks since this bar right here on June 29th. So it's been almost 3 to 4 weeks that the banks have been acting really well. I wasn't that involved. I'm not going to lie and say, I made all this money in the banks, but I did buy options for Bank of America, and I added to them the day before, and Bank of America wound up having a really good move. This 2 day move, the options went from I bought them at 18 cents and then 13 cents. I started selling them at 24 cents up to 75 cents yesterday, and I still have about 25% on, and I have some shares on. I think it can continue to play a little catch up. Goldman, went red to green yesterday. Some guys played it. It helped the whole sector. Morgan looks even better than Goldman. 2 big days, broke this downtrend. So that's nice action there. We'll see if that continues. I didn't play that. I just played Bank of America. You know, and then JP Morgan obviously is the leader. That we did play. I remember on this day back by July 4th is when we took a lot of JP Morgan calls for it to take out this 144, 145 area, and then boom, came back in, and then it's made a new high for 2023. So watch that for leadership. I'm not in JP Morgan now. I just, you know, you always need some kind of leadership. This went to 155.21. It is the best bank, but that's why I was like, if this is all the way up here, why can't Bank of America, which earnings were fine, it was like left for dead, why can't that have a move? And it had a nice move. As far as tech, you know, for Apple, came out with its AI news. Same way Microsoft did yesterday. Had to push through this 194 fast, went to 198. I was kind of lucky. I was, you know, doing my work on the sauna and I had an alert go off. I'm like, wow, Apple's 197. So I sold half, which I think tweeted that. And then I sold half my options. So I made good money in the stock and the options. I kept half, you know, the VTF sorted. Now I get to see, you know, will I be stopped out of the rest of Apple or not? It's only down $1, 194-ish. What's this low from yesterday? I'm going to try and stay with it unless it breaks below this, which would be, you know, 192.60-ish. I have half, so we'll see. I'm not going to be in a rush to add to it to go red to green, but I'm just going to, you know, not just get out of it. Earnings aren't until, when are earnings for Apple? August 2nd, so not next week, the week after, but we'll see. So Microsoft was interesting. It came out with that news also, like so the raising prices, actually different news, but AI news that broke it through 351, went to 366 and faded, and yesterday was weak all day. You know, you don't want to see like a breakout failure on news that was perceived supposed to be good. That looks more like, you know, distribution. So this 351, 352 is a big key, I think, for the day for Microsoft and for tech, just to show complexion. You know, in a strong tape, it holds that. In a weaker tape, it breaks that. We'll see. So now you get to Tesla, which the report was fine. Margins weren't that great. It was really just more that the size of the move going into the print. You know, just wasn't exciting enough, you know, so we'll see. Bottom line is you have the 8-day 284, and then you have this is 276, and then here's a 21-day.
For sure.
Right now, Tesla is, let's see what Tesla's
You
doing.
don't have to take it.
It's down 12. It's
I
at
was shocked
278,
yesterday.
so
I
it's kind of no
covered
man's
the
land. It's below 284, and it's above 276. So I'm going to take Tesla kind of slow. Yes, I do have a lotto spread on. I was risking 2 to make 10. It's going to be a 0 probably, which is fine. We've made so much money in so many different other Tesla trades. I feel like I had to be in something.
Definitely there is possibility.
So we'll
like I
see.
said,
Dan
QQQ
Ives
might
came out and said, hey, Tesla's like Apple was in 2007, 2008. You know, that's when Apple started to monetize their ecosystem, not just their phones. So he's saying the same thing with Tesla, which should give it a better multiple, which could be good for it intermediate and longer term. What does that mean? Like the charging stations that everyone's using, the driverless software, it's AI. So we'll see. But for today, I'm going to wait and see what does it do. What does it put in a 5-minute low or a 15-minute low or a 30-minute low? Or is it a week all day and I just stay away and I measure the size of the gap from today, you know, to base future trades on. So it'll be very, you know, fast today. So make sure if you're trading it, you know how to trade it and, you know, you watch your size. Same thing with Netflix. Netflix, so many moves this year all the way up to the highs, you know, which was 485. Actually, that's, you know, wow. So again, big move. I did not take Netflix into it. I had no FOMO for Netflix. Bottom line is, you know, what is it down 30 points? Let me see. Netflix is down 30 points, 447. So it's below the 8-day also. So both Netflix and Tesla are opening below the 8-day. So we'll see if it stays below or reclaims it. The 21-day is a little bit higher. It's like this is more closer to 440-ish, 442. So I think that'll be an interesting area. Try not to play it in no man's land. 442-ish, which is right there.
Yeah,
So,
no,
you
I
know,
don't
I'm
have
probably not. I'm going to
much.
watch it just to see if, you know,
Yeah,
if it
but
makes a
you
low in
see
the
the
first five,
level,
15
right?
minutes and bounces off of it,
First,
or if it's going to be a trend down
probably
day just for overall tech.
like yesterday,
Amazon was really strong yesterday. It didn't pull in like the
Netflix
rest of everything. I don't have
breaking down,
Amazon. I might look
covered for
for a red to
40
green
and
trade. It's only
then
down
for
a buck
35, I
14.
think. That's where
Um,
it
Google
crashed
stopped me out
and then
yesterday. My shares, I
added
still have
some,
some options left over
but
for
still, if you get it
earnings.
like
See
close to
today how it
440,
goes.
I
Maybe,
think
you know, from 127
probably
to
will get it
121 ish, you could reclaim that. I remember when it was trending lower,
mid
then it
level
did the red dog reversal at
462,
116.10. So
which
hey,
I
maybe there's
started
something there.
yesterday, right? So that
If
level
money wants to
probably
rotate,
will be
it's down only
retested.
34 cents. So you know, I'm probably just going to stick with my options. I'm not sure. Meta, you know, tried to push through 316ish, couldn't really get through it and go nuts. So again, it's still one of the stronger names. So make sure to you know, just not blindly short it and see how it goes today. You know what? I didn't even post this chart. Sorry about that. Meta's down 286, 313ish.
Yeah, Scott's
What was
morning call,
yesterday's
probably it's
low?
not here, but you're
310ish. This
in
is 307ish. What a
separate.
nice
Yeah,
trend.
we just
Anyway, let me just save this so we have it. And then in like one-off land, you hit a high of 50.08. I did sell some into that move pre-market. I was buying it below 48 on the news, the beta testing for the software for the VR or whatever it is for Apple. So you know, I sold some and I have some. We'll see if 47.20 holds or do they shake the tree back to the 8 day. I did sell some options in stock, but that's what I do. When the trade is in my favor, I net money and I stay there. I'm very small in stock. I'll see how it acts today. Same thing with RBLX. Sold some strength. I'm still in the options. Yes, I didn't get out of the options. Wasn't big enough move. Um, and we'll see what happens today. Does it hold 44 or does it come back in? You know, if the music stops in tech, you know, these catch-up type trades stop working. So just be careful that you don't have too much in a false sense of security. AI still looks pretty good. You know, it's trending. As long as it holds 39.50, it looks okay. All Elon talked about was AI, and trying to, you know, focus on that. So we'll see how, you know, AI goes today. It's only, you know, down 50 cents. Maybe that tries to go red to green for a trade. I'm not in it. Nvidia is down 5. Still looks fine. You know, remember that last play we had with Nvidia? It was literally traded through 432, went as high as 480. You know, this is yesterday's low, which it's below. So two things could happen. It can go red to green and reclaim 467, or it could stay below it and want to test the 8 day, which is down there. Um, you know, basically, Elon said he would take as many chips as Nvidia could make, so that's pretty bullish. But anyway, we'll see how it goes because, you know, tech might be a sell basket or not. AMD's been a problem. You know, tried to get above 119, get 122, it couldn't. I did sell half my options and then, you know, made good money in my options that I bought, figuring maybe there is some news or something. And I'm still in some, and I'm not in the stock. And AMD is what? AMD is you know, down a buck 23. Maybe I guess it tries to uh, AMD maybe tries to hold this this area. Um, could be another lower high. I know that in the imbalances in the cells, it's a buy not a sell. So maybe that I thought maybe there'd be less pressure there, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Um, I'm still in some Neo. We'll see how Neo reacts. You know, if it breaks 1020, I'm out of it. Um, RBLX, I got stopped. Not RBLX. I'm sorry. Rivian, I got stopped out of my stock yesterday. I'm still in some options. Um, Still trying to build here, but again, if tech gets really pressured and Tesla can't bounce, I don't know if money will go into these or they'll all just be in a sell program. So be careful. I'm going to stick with my options, but if you're in the stock, I guess you have to wait till 23ish. Lyft made us a little bit of money yesterday. You know, went through 1198 to see 1249. We'll see if it's not in the tech basket, you know, and holds up or holds it better. It might not. Um, Uber, you know, it's good to watch that with it too. It's like, you know, it's could be getting tired considering from this pro gap all the way to there. It's a little extended. Um, This little MOS was just a trade. I bought it 2 days ago, stayed with it. It's up a little bit. It's something off the beaten path from tech. It's the fertilizers. The news of the grain and Russia complications. So I bought some of that. Crypto looks like it's back above 30, but I don't know if it's going to be like a barn burning trade or not, but it's still hanging around. So if you look at Bitcoin, which is at 30,002, if it gets above this, it's got some room. Remember this little false breakout, and then it had to rebuild. Well, it's still trying to rebuild. If you're very active, 29s, you're out. We've been trading the crypto stocks pretty well. I'm still in coin, believe it or not. Just one more lotto spread. My regular spread paid us 60 by 80 before that. Was awesome. And then we bought the 82s and the 92s, and now I'm in the 130s. It's got to get above and stay above this 114. Pretty nice bull flag, really. We'll see. What's it doing this morning? It's down 44 cents, so I'll watch it. Mara, I'm not really trading anymore. We had our move from 1020, sold it somewhere in here, and it did go to 19. I guess you could say it held the 8 day, so it's looking better. Just don't overtrade it. And that's it, guys. It's 8:46. Yesterday I did say, everyone was asking me to make a call on tech, and I'm like, basically, it could be the summer high in the Qs. Might not be, but to me, it felt like the type of action that, could be that. Doesn't mean, I'm going to be short the whole summer and no longs. It just means that, hey, I shorted the Qs for the first time in a while. I'm going to cover some, and was a little extended from all the moving averages, and we'll see if we can at least get to there, and then we'll figure it out, and we'll see what type of action we have today to support a thesis or a narrative. Doesn't mean you can't make money long other places, but just meant yesterday was a better sell than buy, and that helped out me today, and hopefully it helped out you. And as traders, we don't make calls, we just make adjustments. But I am the strategist. I do go on Fox Business every week. I do write into lots of different media outlets, so they like a call every now and then. But if my call is wrong, I'll admit it and adjust to it, not double, triple, and quadruple down. We don't do that. Same way with trades, we use stops, not opinions. Same thing with calls. Either way, good luck today, guys, and I'll be back.